All right, here's the third one, finding the equation of a tangent line. Let me get rid of this. Now, this, although it doesn't pop up as often, this type of this type of problem pops up in other FRQs. So it's very popular, okay? Finding the equation of a tangent line. So we'll go ahead and travel to our first highlighted part. For me, it's blue. For you, it might be something else. 2005. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and make some space here. So here is 2005, Form A, Part B. Okay. Remember that when they want you to find an equation of a tangent line, all you need is a point and a slope. So we're kind of reviewing in case you didn't catch it before, okay? So we need a point and we need some type of slope. So right there in the problem, they already gave us a point. All we're missing is a slope. So one thing you have to remember is that slope is the same thing as the derivative. Okay? And at 1 comma negative 1, it's actually right here. You figured out what that slope is, but I kind of erased it. But if you plug this back in, negative 2 times the x-coordinate over the y-coordinate, you end up getting a positive 2. That right there is our slope. Easy peasy. Now that you have a point and a slope, you just put it in slope form. Y minus the y-coordinate equals the slope times x minus the x-coordinate. Leave this as is. Equal is equal. If you actually take a look at the scoring guidelines, let me flip through it real quick. 2005. Okay, so they wrote as y plus 1. We wrote as y minus negative 1. We still get the point. Equal is equal there, although written very differently. Okay, so here's where you get to really upset the AP readers. Okay, so they're asking us now to approximate f of 1.1. So we're using this tangent line to approximate because it says write an equation of a tangent line and use it to approximate. So here, all you got to do, since we have to figure out what happens when we have f of 1.1, I actually have to move that plus 1 over. So that's going to be a minus 1 here. But here's what we do. We plug in 1.1 for x. And you can just leave it there because equal is equal. You make them do all the hard work. The AP readers are going to have to compute that. Okay? Now, if you decided to keep going and go 2 times 0.1 minus 1, you would still get the right answer. If you keep going and write 0.2 minus 1, you would still get the right answer. If you go all the way through and get negative 0.8, you would still get the right answer. Okay? But why would you do all this extra work when it's not necessary? You don't get extra points for simplifying. In fact, for example, let's say you went through and for some reason you're like, oh, 0.2 minus 1, that's 1.2. Even if you set it up right, but you continued incorrectly, you actually lose out on that point. So it's not strategic to keep going. The moment you found your answer, you're done. Be stingy with your work, okay? So if you take a look at the score guidelines one more time. Where am I? Okay. Here it says approximately negative 0.8, okay? I did not write that. Where am I? I'm lost. Okay, I didn't write that, but equals equal. So I still earned the point, okay? So that one there gave me a point for the equation of a line and a point for approximating. So easy to get. So even if you for some reason made a mistake on slope fields, you could redeem yourself here for the 2 points. Or let's say you forgot your plus C here, right? you could still redeem yourself with these 2 points. There's so many different ways to kind of cushion that in case you didn't get those points. All right. Let's do one more. We have one, let's see. And let's do 2005 Form B. Okay. And again, you want to do this on a separate sheet so that it doesn't look too crazy like mine. But go ahead and try 2005 Form B, Part B. Press play when you're ready. So we need an equation of a tangent line, so we know we need a point, and then we need a slope, which is dy dx here. They only give us the x coordinate, which is -1. So how the heck do we get the other coordinate? Ah, they give it to you right here, kind of sneaky. When x is -1, y is 2. Okay, so when I plug that in here, let's see, negative times -1 times 2 squared over 2. That should give me a positive 2. Okay, so I have a point and a slope. So y minus the y coordinate is equal to the slope times x minus the x coordinate. Leave it as is. I wouldn't even simplify the negative and the negative. Okay, let's go to 2005 real quick before I end this video. 2005 Form B. So here you get a point, okay, which is still valuable. Remember, you only need 3 out of the 9, and you're in a good spot. Okay, we didn't write it exactly like that, but it is equivalent, so we get our point there. Okay, so go ahead and go through all of those write an equation of a tangent line problems to get the hang of it, okay?